come along with me and let's go take a look at our larder and see how things are holding up. All right, the first thing we have here are dried herbs. We have mint, rosemary, lavender, sage, lemongrass. So one of these days I'll get these jarred up, but it won't be today. All right, the first place we're going to start down here is our home apothecary. So this is where we keep our tinctures, salves, oils, dried herbs, and other health supplies that we use. And then over here, these are our empty shelves from where our storage crops should be. We used a new CSA this year. Didn't get as much as I had hoped that we would, but lesson learned. So we do have some onions, we've got some garlic, and we have butternut squash and acorn squash down here that we'll eat and be happy with. And then a little bit of raw local honey. Yeah, so good. I know we need to get some more. All right, now we're gonna head over to where I have all of our canned items that I canned this year and take a look at what we have over there. So this top row up here is all tomato sauce. And then here we have some more tomato sauce, some diced tomatoes, and then this is all diced tomatoes as well. And then here, once we have eaten whatever was in the jar, I just like to take the jar, bring it back down here, and put it upside down. It's just a visual indicator to me of what we're eating and maybe what we need to start eating. So if I see a whole flat like this that doesn't have any empty jars, it's an indicator to me that we need to start eating that. So I'll take a look at what it is and start incorporating that food item into our weekly meal plans to ensure that the food that we work so hard to put up is getting eaten. Also down here we have green beans. And then over here on this top shelf, this is our storage for our stock pots, our pressure canner, our water bath canner. Over here we have salsa, which we are just loving. Down here is our applesauce. As you can see, a whole space is missing because we love fruit in this house. And then over here we have some pear sauce and more applesauce, apples, salsa, some more sauce. And then over here we have some spicy pickles that we were gifted, so good. And then peaches. We ended up actually freezing all of our peaches just because I didn't want to add a bunch of sugar into them to preserve them. We have green beans. We have these here. If you've never heard of shucky beans, these are shucky beans. We have some strawberry rhubarb sauce, apple pear sauce. We have beans, tomato sauce, green beans, more tomato sauce, and then, oh, rhubarb barbecue sauce. I forgot that was even down here. So if you're looking for a great way to use your rhubarb barbecue sauce, no sugar, no refined sugar, great way to use that up. It's so good. So that's the bulk of what's in here. So now we can go ahead and take a look in our freezers and see what we got over there. In here, this is our small freezer, we just have some storage for our flour and oats. We have a couple whole chickens in here. This is our pesto. We grew lots of basil this year, both purple and the regular, and it was so good. And then over here we have peppers, red and green peppers that we grew, all cut up already, so I can just throw them quickly into different recipes. Makes it so easy and quick. So that's been great. Now in here is where we have the bulk of our meat. So we get organic whole pasture raised chickens. I think we got about 60, I believe. And then we got a whole hog that was organic pasture raised as well. And then we're out of beef right now, but in about a week or two, we're due to get our next quarter cow. And that's also pasture raised, grass fed and finished. And these are all from just local farmers here in our state. And so it can be done, people. Even if you don't have a farm yourself, you can still source this local good food. So let's take a look and see what we got. So over here, we have all of our organ meats. We have liver, we have soup bones, and tongue, heart, all the good stuff, man. That's where the nutrients are. So if a lot of people are just wanting to like get rid of this stuff, they don't want it, they'll just give it away. Go ahead and take it, learn how to cook with it, and nourish your body. And over here we have the tallow from our cow. So or the fat that I will turn into tallow from our cow. We'll use that for soaps and lotions, tallow balm, that sort of thing. Down here we have strawberries and peaches. The strawberries we picked from an organic farm. The peaches we got off a fruit truck. Here's our box of pork steaks, pork chops. Back here we have rhubarb. Lots of people are just giving this stuff away. So I think we didn't grow any. That was all given to us for free. If you see people with, you know, little roadside tables set up, free, giving away tomatoes, giving away tomatoes and rhubarb and all sorts of veggies that they just really don't want. I've even gotten apples. All of our apples were just either found off of Marketplace for free, just come and pick it, they said, from friends and family that were just giving them away. People say, come pick my tree, I'm not going to use them all, and I do, and then we put it all up and use it for the year. Saves tons of money. We also were gifted some venison. So we made an awesome venison roast with the rest of the venison that was actually in this bag. It was so good. So learn how to cook with stuff maybe that you're not super familiar with. It can be a lot of fun to learn how to cook with new stuff, and if it's free, it's for me. This is one of the chickens we got. This is another whole box of pork. We did the pork steaks. They're ready cut up, quick and easy to make into meals, super fast on those nights where you just need a quick meal. The rest of this is all pork too. So that's what we have so far right now. It's beginning of January. This is where we're at. We'll see how far it gets us, and then we'll adjust accordingly for next year. So thank you so much for coming along and taking a look at what we have.